Let's pretend that this is your inner critic. How are we going to deal with it? Good morning and welcome to another Mic Drop Monday, where I'm here to give you a little truth bomb to help you work smarter and harder on the week ahead. And this week we're talking about your inner critic and how you can deal with it. So let's just address a fact here. We all have an inner critic. As much as some people may have come across super confident, totally happy with everything they do, they still have that little voice inside the head that everybody has that's telling you you're shit, that's telling you your content's rubbish, that's telling you to give up, that's telling you to not bother doing that blog post, to tell you that your business is a pile of crap. We all have that inner critic. How you deal with it though differs, and that is why some people come across like they have no inner critic, and other people are absolutely allowing their inner critic to rule their lives. So how do you actually deal with that inner critic when you need to push forward in your business, when you've got a pitch that you need to give and you need to absolutely smash it, but your inner critic is telling you don't even turn up, like you're going to totally fail at this, you're a loser, like nobody wants to buy from you. How do you push past that when you need to grow your business? The really easy answer would be just totally ignore it. But let's face it, we all know that we don't ignore our inner critics. We tend to listen to that horrid little voice inside us. And it doesn't help that sometimes we may have negative people in our lives, or people like close by who kind of back up that message sometimes. And those negative people in our lives are easier to ignore than the voice inside us. So firstly, identify your inner critic, accept it. Don't necessarily accept what it says, but just accept that it's there. Address it, and then learn how to mute it. So firstly, identify them, give them a name if need be, create a persona for them, have a little image of what they might look like, who they are. They're not you, remember, they're your inner critic. So give them a name, if they're a Mary, they're a Mary, if they're a Bob, they're a Bob, whatever you want to call them. Give them those names. What do they look like? What kind of person are they like? They're a total loser. Make sure you identify them as being a total loser that we don't want to listen to. Secondly, accept it. It's there. It's not going to go away. So we need to just deal with them. So accept that you do have this inner voice. It's not going away, but we just need to switch the volume off now and again. Okay, so then you need to figure out a way of stopping listening to them. This is the really, really hard part. What you need to remember is the way we are designed, humans are designed, and our brains are designed. They are designed to keep us safe. So it's why, you don't jump in the deep end of the water when you can't swim. You don't jump into shark-infested waters when you can't swim. You wouldn't do things where you're going to put yourself in danger. But this also goes for stepping out of your comfort zone, because our brain sees stepping out of our comfort zone and doing something that we're not comfortable with as danger. So that's when our inner critic is going to come in and say, that piece of content you've produced is absolutely rubbish, don't put it out. You're rubbish on video, your photographs are rubbish, your writing is crap. And it's because we're taking that step outside of our comfort zone to potentially expose ourselves to criticism from others. And so our brain wants to protect us from that. Our brain wants to keep our world nice and safe and nice and easy. But unfortunately, as we know, if you've watched any of my other videos, that everything is outside your comfort zone if you want to progress. So you need to take those steps outside of the comfort zone while silencing the inner critic. It gets really complicated and really difficult, doesn't it, to get outside of your comfort zone. So a great thing to do here, and I know we might say, oh, you just got to push past it, but sometimes that is really difficult to just push past it, and it seems like the really easy solution when actually it's the hardest solution. So do little things like, say for example, if you're going to a meeting and you're pitching to a new client and you've worked really hard on this pitch, and then you're on the drive there and the little nagging voice is telling you you're going to fail, you're not going to land this client, your pitch is rubbish, and you almost want to pull the car over and call up and say, hey, I can't make the meeting. What you actually should do is pull the car over, have a little word with yourself, get your phone if need be, switch on your camera so you're looking at yourself, and say to yourself, you are freaking awesome, you can do this, you can push past it. Mary is a loser and she's talking shite, so let's not listen to her. Give yourself a little pep talk. If anything, talk to Mary like you would if you was talking to a friend that needed a little confidence boost, that needed a little bit of come on, you can do this. Like, talk to Mary in that way and say to her, hey Mary, chill, we're gonna do this, we're gonna be absolutely great at this, we're gonna smash this pitch, we're gonna nail it, like we're totally gonna nail it. So once you've had your little word with Mary and told her to shut up and you've totally got this, take a deep breath, tell yourself you have got this, and go for it. You may find that if your inner critic is talking to you a lot and it is holding you back, and then you're looking going, damn, I should have done that, I should have gone for that opportunity, I didn't do it because I was nervous, I was scared, I was whatever. Give yourself a little talking to on a regular basis, and it sort of come about that you need to sort of have that word with yourself every day. But that can be in the form of just repeating positive affirmations to yourself, or doing something that's going to give you a little bit of a positivity lift, whether it be listening to something or meditating or watching a motivational video, those kind of things. But get into the routine of practicing this positivity every single day, so that your inner negativity, your inner critic, your little Mary that's living inside your head, is gonna start getting drowned out, because there's more positive going in than negative coming out. There are loads of great apps as well for things like affirmations, and to listen to them and to program your own, and to just like listen back, I am great, I am successful, basically telling yourself you have got this, like you can do it. So give things like that a go, and hopefully that should help your inner critic to just have a day off now and again. I hope you found these tips useful and you can put them into practice on the week ahead. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to share it with someone you feel needs that little bit of a kick this week to stop listening to their inner critic. And don't forget to check out my recent masterclasses and everything that's coming up in there over the next coming months. I'll leave a link below for you. Please don't forget to subscribe and go and follow all my other social media channels so you can keep up to date with everything I talk about in business, marketing, motivation, and just about everything else really. So you can go on and have the business and life of your dreams. And I will speak to you again soon.